Boom!
Oh, I threw a Pokemon at it.
Plish splash. Taking a bath.
No!
All about a
Come back here,
Saturday
Eevee.
night. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna ignore that I'm sitting in the dark because lights are bright and I lost all the pegs to my light bright. Anyways, today we're gonna be looking at the new Pokemon Legends Arceus. Do not make fun of me at the way I say that. My daughter says I say it wrong. It's like, I am older. I'm gonna say it however I want with your little made up words and video games, and I got really old. So we're gonna get right into it. Now, I was really surprised at first because I didn't kind of like really look at the game at all. Like, this was brand new to me. I didn't really look into this. Like, I seen it like here or there, but I didn't watch the trailers. I didn't like look up on it. I wasn't like completely obsessed to where I was like up to date with everything. So when I got it because a friend shared a screenshot of the different starters, and I was like, "Oh, those are the starters?" I'm like, "I forgot the new Pokemon was coming out." So I mentioned it to my daughter, and my daughter's like, her eyes got all big and her face got all scrunched up, and she's like, "I need that." I'm like, "Okay, let's go half seas on it or something, and I'll get it and download it." So I ended up getting it, and of course, while the kids are at school, mom gets to play. And I started the game up, and it was kind of like, what's going on here? And you pretty much are from the future. Now, I'm not really positive if you're just directly in the past or if you kind of went into like another like multi-dimensional kind of thing. If this is a different dimension in the past, if this is, something linked. And it really seems that it's just straight in the past. Now, of course, I have many questions with that because with how it's set up and with playing through Pokemon, you go through the regions between red and blue and yellow, and then you go to gold and silver, and of course you essentially learn and meet and see new species of Pokemon. Now we go in the past and everything's kind of congregated and like together already, so it's kind of like, I don't know, it just made me kind of a little bit weird about it. Now, a lot of people have complained, and I've seen this biggest complaint, is that it's quite grindy. The concept that they were doing with this game is there's no Pokédex, and you have to make the Pokédex entries yourself pretty much. So you're going and um, you're fighting multiple different species of Pokemon. You're waiting to see a certain move. You're catching different sizes, whether they're the small ones or the heavy ones, or just catching multiple in general. So there's a lot of different things that you're essentially trying to fill out a Pokédex for. And I don't know if people are so used to not grinding that they just want like the easy way out. Like, bruh, y'all are noobs. But I really like this concept because they kind of took the like let's go Eevee Pokemon Go thing to where you're throwing the ball at a Pokemon and took it further to where you can sneak up on a Pokemon and smack it in the back of the head. You have, of course, you have these older, which they look like steam power Pokeballs and different kinds at that. You have your Pokeball, you have Heavy, and I've gotten to Feather. Now, I'm at like mid 20s when it comes to levels because I just keep doing like really random things. Like, I like doing the little quests, and I really like that there's so many quests, there's so many different markers, and they're so interesting. Like the one is like you have to fill out a Pokédex entry for a certain Pokemon. It was like, oh, okay. You know, I wouldn't have normally messed with that Pokemon because I'm not really interested in like bug types. So it was like it forced me to be more interactive with that, or like, hey, we want you to find a bigger size of this variant. And it was like I just kept catching him, catching him, catching him, and it's like, is this one bigger? And then finally I seen one that was visibly bigger, and I'm like, oh, that one's bigger, I gotta go snag that one. So it's, I feel like I'm more into this Pokemon than any of the last few Pokemon. Like Ultra Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, like those last ones I was not really into. The last one I really got into was Platinum. Now, I didn't even buy the redone versions of Diamond and Pearl either. So it was kind of like I was burnt out on Pokemon. The last ones I wasn't really into, and now this one just because it's a little bit different and it has a different concept, I'm really liking it. And the of course, as always, the outfits are interesting, and because we're in the past, they have more of, a pastime feudal vibe, which I'm really enjoying because it's like, ooh, you know, we don't really have the big technology things in this, big cities, electronics, shiny things. And maybe that's just like another concept that, people and kids aren't really getting into it because it's back in the go, kind of thing. But I'm really liking the theme. I'm liking the concept. I'm liking being able to craft things. Being able to go around and pick up things and craft things, I find is absolutely amazing. Now, if you guys don't know, survival and crafting games are my favorite. So maybe people are more attuned to going around and, there's not really battles. There's not gyms. So this isn't really a normal Pokemon that I've really came across so far. You can battle random Pokemon by I chuck the Pokeballs of like my Pokemon at the Pokemon I want to fight, like right in their freaking head. It's like, bah, right in the forehead. All right, let's battle. I mean, there was a couple battles that I've came across so far, and there's different like there's alphas, and there was big Pokemon in Sword and Shield that you could encounter too. Um that would randomly be bigger in an area. So it's, just the same kind of concept. And now there's these like different little areas that will pop up to where stronger Pokemon and better items and things of that sort are in. I just think that maybe others are so used to the other concepts that they're not used to something new. Like I said, I am absolutely loving this. I like the concept. I like how it's set up. Um, I like the crafting of things. The way you get money is kind of weird, but it's like, you got to do the grindy thing. You got to fill out your entries. You got to catch the Pokemon to get money. And I just think that people are so used to battling and getting money that they're just like, oh. But this made it more about catching and completing. And like I said, I absolutely love this. So all in all, absolutely love the game. The only thing that I really found that I didn't particularly like is when I fall off of things. But that's a me problem. Guys, don't forget to go check out our other videos. I do plan on doing more Let's Plays soon. We have tons of different games that we're going to be reviewing. Be sure to check out my socials. Don't forget, in stream, we do a 3D print every month. Somebody gets to pick out a print, we paint it, we put it on the shelf back here. If you can see, some of our pointing behind me is weird. You can see a couple of the lovelies that are back there. I gotta fix that shelf and make it look more presentable. There's just stuff thrown all the way. Ignore it. Ignore it. That's why the light's off. uh, but I do plan on giving away a 3D item to somebody once we hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube and 2,000 on Twitch. So be sure to sub. Be sure to go check out the Twitch. Be sure to check out the other socials. Don't forget about the stream team, where we do have community servers that I play on every Friday. We've been playing 7 Days to Die recently. It does have mods on it, and it's a little bit new friendly. So if you want to come check that out, go to discord.gg/ccteam. You can go to ccteam.net to see the team socials. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you